returning back to some of my old matchups here, and definitely return to some monster matchups here. Also, leave a comment down below if you guys like to see more Monster Hunter versus Godzilla type content here. So today we're having Brachydios, the bully wyvern, against Zilla. So let's break it down here. Now, I only do monster breakdowns just because there's a lot of new people getting into Godzilla, and there's a lot of new people getting into Monster Hunter. So I feel like it's necessary to break down these older monsters here that people probably won't grow up with like some of us old guys have. But if you guys want to know how old I am, I'm 22 years old and I've been with Godzilla for a long time. So obviously by this channel you can tell it's kind of ground up here. But yeah, let me know if you guys want to see any more Godzilla versus Monster Hunter type matchups here. I have a Godzilla versus Nergigante matchup and a King Ghidorah versus Dire Morales matchup coming up. So yeah, you guys be around for that one as well. And if you guys want to see a Godzilla monster versus any type of superhero from Marvel or DC or Naruto, let me know. Or from Pokemon. So yeah, just let me know down below. So we're going to start with Brachydios here, and matter of fact, now let's get into the breakdown, really. Brachydios is from the old world and the new world, and we'll also be using his raging form as well, because that is consistently a Elder Dragon level monster, able to reach planetary levels of attack potency, and Zilla should also fit in that category. We'll also be using the Zilla Jr. and the Zilla from the IDW comics, not the Zilla from the 1998 movie. So without further ado, let's really begin here. Brachydios is one of the strongest monsters in the verse, in my opinion. It's definitely one of the stronger brute wyverns. Now, we definitely have to say here, he could hit harder than Devil Joe. He's been able to kill Ignactor, a monster that can sink, that can cause volcanic eruptions very casually. Ignactor actually swims through volcanic explosions and everything. So again, this would put Ignactor around island level, considering volcanoes can actually destroy entire islands with very little effort, and considering he can survive these volcanic explosions, it should be noted as well. He's also one of the more dominant predators in the region as well, and this is about Brachydios here. He's able to cause explosions, capable of leveling his opponents, capable of causing massive nuclear AoE attacks here. And this isn't just any type of explosion. This is basically a sticky explosion. So basically, if he starts wailing on you and starts beating on you, this sticky slime here could basically speak onto you, and then it could explode with a much more powerful force here. He can even add this to explosive slime and have it ready to explode once he punches you, just to add to the effect here. So again here, he's just absolutely ridiculous and monstrous when it comes to strength. Durability. Well, like any other brute wyvern, he would scale to the likes of Glavenus and Devil Joe, and considering he has a raging form or a deviant form much stronger, this means he's able to go into the Elder Dragon category, meaning he could actually have planetary levels of durability here due to how Elder Dragons work and how deviants work. Like, there are monsters that do hunt, Elder Dragon level monsters, but then there are those monsters that have to evolve in order to get to that stage, such as things like Dread King Rathalos, and, Elder Frost Gammoth, Hellblade Glavenus. Then there's another form of Astalos, I forgot what that one was, let me know down below. And then there's Soul Seer Metsuzune. So again, these are deviants. These guys are able to go toe-to-toe with Elder Dragons. So he would definitely scale to them very easily, okay? So yeah, he's a deviant, and that would make him around the same levels as these other deviants I just named here, and he should have the durability comparable, if not greater than them, due to how Brachydios actually works from birth, being able to consume this explosive slime from their parents. In terms of speed, he would definitely be faster than light, considering the fact that he's able to react to Rathalos, and is one of the few predators that is actually able to fight off using older and older guard, who are characters that are able to dodge TTTT Yaku's flash, which is a light-based attack here, a flash of light, basically. So this makes these characters faster than light. Now on to Zilla. Very simply here, he's incredibly strong and incredibly durable, able to take attacks from Godzilla and monsters that are on his own level. This guy was even able to withstand an island exploding in this series. Like, Say what? They was like, oh my god, Godzilla's dead. He's like, nah, I'm fine here. I'm okay. Nothing bad happened. Now, it's very controversial whether he did tank the island or whether he got out in time. But it seems like they got out in time while he was still fighting monsters. And then, next thing you know, the island explodes. So I'm going to count that as a durability feat on top of it. So, yeah. Zilla also possesses these razor-sharp claws. They're capable of cutting Godzilla's flesh here. So, this is actually important because, again, Godzilla will also scale to Space Godzilla. Because, well, Space Godzilla basically Godzilla from a cell here. Godzilla in a cell being able to take black holes, being embedded in a black hole, also being bombarded by constant supernovas. So again, that should be no if, and, or buts about it. He also possesses this green atomic fire breath, which is able to incinerate opponents completely, even being able to shred germs and parasites. He also has a good defense system capable of repelling parasites, meaning he's durable down to the pretty much down to the cellular level here. So again, yeah, he's actually pretty ridiculous when it comes down to it. So yeah, let's begin here. So I think these are two very formidable monsters, but yeah, let's really dive into this here. Who really comes out on top here? So we're gonna put this in probably one of my favorite variants when it comes to monster battles or even animal battles. I have to say it's Easel Sorna. We can use the Site B, with the Site the Site C part or the secondary part of the island where the Spinosaurus and that green T-Rex were. Okay, so where the Spinosaurus, T-Rex, and Ceratosaurus are, we'll put them in there, and we'll just say they come across each other's paths. Now again, this is size equalized. Zilla is around 198 feet, so this means we're increasing the Brachydios to pretty much Zilla's height here. So, yeah, just pretty much explaining that while we get into it here. So, physicality, I definitely have to say Brachydios would probably hit harder than Zilla. He's just, in my opinion, he's more impressive when it comes to, like, striking feats, like blunt force, boom, boom, boxing feats in that type of way. Definitely gotta say Brachydios is more impressive. This guy is, like, able to pretty much punch the skulls, like, literally, like, crack skulls and even kill monsters durable enough to submerge themselves in lava and volcanoes. I mean, this guy even one-shot in Oregon, which is able to smash cliff sides casually. And Oregons are actually pretty durable. They actually they have like this metallic ore on them. So this means Brachydios is crushing like multi-ton levels of metal here with one punch here. Not saying Zilla can't do that, but again, this is about blunt force trauma, okay? He's able to literally knock out other monsters, even causing them to, pretty much killing them. And considering this guy is one of the stronger brute wyverns, this will definitely make him stronger than Devil Joe in my opinion. Then add the Deviantin effect and the fact that he should be able to go toe-to-toe with Elder Dragons, then yeah, I definitely have to say he takes the edge here. But not saying Zilla is by far any weaker than him. He just takes the edge in course of, striking capability. Zilla, however, does take speed and agility here. He's consistently dodged Godzilla's atomic breath and has been able to burrow faster than Godzilla's atomic breath, which is insanely impressive. Even when he's not looking, he's able to sense the fact that something's coming behind him and move the other way. He's consistently dodged Godzilla's atomic breath to the point where Godzilla literally had to get a good, solid grip on him before he could use it. And that says a lot here. That means Zilla is a pain. Don't get me wrong, I love the monster, but in terms of how he fights, that is a pain to deal with. Okay? In terms of versatility, again, I might have to say Zilla. Now, I did mention this earlier, and I'm very sorry, but Zilla does like to burrow. And he actually uses this burrowing in combat, using it to dodge, opponents' attacks here, use it to come up beneath them. If they actually look down the hole, he's able to, blast, he blasts them with his atomic fire, sending them flying. And if they blast down the hole, he's capable of digging another tunnel, like through that hole to come up behind them, and then they collapse themselves into the tunnel. Like, this guy also takes the intelligence factor just because of how he fights. Zilla puts a tunnel on top of a tunnel within that tunnel. That's how complicated of a fighter and how much of a genius level of a fighter he is here. There's the fact that he'll even take advantage of surprise attacks and being able to, just directly assault his opponent with without any second thought. Like, this guy literally will use the smoke created around from other monsters and surprised a Titanosaurus enhanced, a Trilopod Titanosaurus enhanced, oh my god, a Titanosaurus DNA enhanced Trilopod. There we go. There we go. So he used that, surprises it, and is able to take it down quickly. This guy even took down a Godzilla Trilopod by slitting its throat and getting to work here. This Godzilla Trilopod was consistently beating up Jet Jaguar, who's actually able to one-shot and knock out the actual Godzilla. So again, it's absolutely ridiculous how smart and how quick and creative Zilla gets here. He'll take an advantage immediately. This would definitely put him on par with some of the smartest monsters in the Godzilla verse, like Sanda, King Caesar, and Goriah. I definitely think he would be on par with King Caesar and above Sanda and Goriah, just because of how the whole burrowing thing works and how good he is at it when it comes to combat. So, with that being said here, in terms of durability, I think these guys are about equal. They're taking attacks from their respective monsters on their verses. You could say Godzilla does operate on a higher level if we go all the way towards that universal scaling and stuff. But again, if we're keeping it down, down tier, down to like planet to star level attack potency, again, these two definitely have their edges. All right, they have their respective edges and their respective fights. Okay, they have their respective claims to their durability levels. If I had to say who's better at regenerative factors here, I have to say Zilla. Zilla does have a small and unique healing factor. That means he can pretty much go in the water, heal up, come back, pretty much just like nothing happened, and just fight. Alright, so again here, I definitely have to say the regenerative factor does go to Zilla. And considering on my channel, I have stated before that I do favor the one who has the healing factor, unless both opponents have a similar healing factor. That's why I say, in terms of durability, Hulk takes it over Grimlock due to the fact that Hulk's healing factor is a lot faster than Grimlock. Not saying Grimlock can't regenerate a limb or anything, but I'm just saying, like, it's a lot better. The Hulk's is just a lot better. Then you have their attack potency. Now, while Brachydios can create a field of explosions here, I do think Zilla's atomic fire breath will be a good asset and a good counter to Brachydios' slime. Now, do I think it'll probably explode on impact when it connected with Brachydios? It's a very big possibility. But again, if we go the fact that, Brachydios can take the fire of Rathalos and stuff, which is just essentially hot, or he's taking the fire of Azor Rathalos or Dread King Rathalos, which would be hotter than Blue Fire, which is one of the hottest fires in the, I think on the, on like the fire table or something. I don't know. It's stated that Blue Fire is a lot harder than normal fire here. But again, if we say that, then okay. That means that, Brachydios could potentially, get through those flames here. Albeit it is contentious because this is, again, atomic fire. This is fire that can burn water. Like, really, this is just... It defies logic. That's how powerful Zilla's fire is. It just simply defies logic, okay? It burns water. Like, this is like something like a Amaterasu type of fire here. It's like, what, how are you burning on this type of thing? You shouldn't. So again, here, it's absolutely ridiculous how this fire works here. But if I had to say, if we had to give this an edge to someone, I think Zilla does take the W. I think Zilla takes this more than Brachydios. I even think if I added someone like Glavenus to the fight here and had them tag team, I do think Zilla would have won this fight here. Let me know if you guys wanted me to actually break down Zilla versus Glavenus or Gameth versus Zilla. Okay, I think that would, I think that would be a pretty interesting fight here. But yeah, I gotta say here that Zilla does win here. I almost said lose. Ooh. Zilla wins here because he's a lot more intelligent here. Once he takes a good hit from Brachydios and realizes that he has an explosive touch, he won't want to get hit by that again and pretty much just use borrowing to his advantage, using the atomic fire, even using the force of the fire to send him flying all around here. Again, collapsing on him in tunnels, pretty much pouncing on his back, throwing him around, using things that really would involve him, pretty much being more intelligent in this fight here, okay? And at the end of the day here, I do see Zilla winning at least 6 to 7 times out of 10 because Brachydios is not as smart as him. He really isn't. I hate to say it, but again, it's the truth. And it's a truth I'm willing to stand by, and pretty much, you know, I'm willing to die on that hill that Zilla is more intelligent than some of the monsters in Monster Hunter, if not all the monsters. Probably not. Probably Barrioth would have been a good matchup. Yeah, I definitely gotta say Barrioth probably would have been a much more balanced matchup here, and I think would have been a much more fun matchup in my opinion. But hey, yeah, Zilla takes it. But let me know what you guys think. Please comment down below, like and subscribe, and share with your friends, and I'll see you guys later.